He is.
What do he need you for then?
Yeah, starter. Then we went to and borrowed a neighbors across the street truck. He got some more RPMs. No, they were sitting on there. It's just the truck's been sitting there for a while and just not turning over. Nah, that's a new battery. It's not turning over. It's in there too long.
Oh, Gold got the Jaguars on it. Oh, Go, you the Jags.
Oh, you got Brissett? I figured. That's rule number one. Never let that happen.
Yeah, I was thinking about dealing, but I mean, Jalen Ramsey is on the board. I do plan on putting that up there at some point.
You said what?
You said a first?
I said Jalen. Bro, y'all know me though. Don't think you're gonna get an ordinary deal. You're gonna get a first-round pick for Jalen Ramsey. Hold on. To put into perspective, what did you give up, big dog? Y'all hear that? He gave up a first round for a quarterback, and y'all think I'm out for Ramsey.
Wait, to be honest, 2 first-round picks ain't too bad, ain't it?
I don't want 2 first-round picks either.
I might give you 3 then. That's all good.
I don't want picks.
Damn.
Oh, I'll take a pick, but you're going to come with a player.
I don't know what players you want.
I wasn't even talking to you.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA.
I probably don't even want to trade him. I just want to see what the market is for.
Nothing like the
before I commit
introductions to an NFL
there's a good market for him, I'll have to get rid of him.
A moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Oh, speaking of that, Silver, what's up, Silver? What's up, Silver? You said after week 2. Now, can we talk? Can we talk after week 2?
Century Cohen over Jacksonville.
Okay.
All Gold, no, he won them.
He really don't.
I don't know. We'll see.
He was 6'5" niggas.
I heard that. I need a scat back, so we'll see.
It's Turner. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Cool.
Oh,
can't play my game.
oh, that's great.
Talk to me. 27. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
I tried.
Instead, third down.
What's wrong?
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands.
Hey, man.
Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Didn't you say you wanted to lose week 2? Last time
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Filling off anyway. You come in at the worst opportunity
for 8 and a first.
I mean, I was ready to play, but not ready to play, if you know what I mean.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, King.
First carry for James Conner. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I told him earlier. No, changing players around in different positions during instructing and upgrading them.
On 2nd and 12, Keenan. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we're good.
Out of the gun, Keenan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Oh, good hurdle. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the screen.
Foles. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
44. Hey, take 53, 55.
Now Keenan. And he connects with Vance McDonald. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on 1st down. It's Turner, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd and 12, Keenum. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Keenum. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Jaguars 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the 27, Foles.
No!
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh,
a lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Yeah, I got to remember possession catch. I thought I did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 43.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
Damn!
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's Foles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go! 50, Mike, 50. Here it comes. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Alert. 3 down.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now this time he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Oh, my God.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum.
Damn.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Oh, my God.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee.
Hey, we're allowed to use cover for a drop show, too? Oh, boy.
After the
somebody
penalty,
run
a
that
fresh
again.
set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Oh, good. Oh.
An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Calais Campbell on the stop.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. Complete to Washington. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Keenum. And he comes back with one complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a gain of 7.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the pistol. It's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Keenan. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Keenan. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Jaguars 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run with Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Foles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double dog, that's the way.
15 yards on the play, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! Motion, motion, motion!
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Push him back.
Looking to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Stephon Tuitt with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Keenan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback.
Nice defense.
Maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Hey, phone one.
Check.
Yes.
Check hot route. Hot.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Be alert.
Jaguars 17.
Mike 55. We got it.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll toss it to Fournette. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 50.
Under.
Army.
Down to hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, they can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you.
Well, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
50's the mark. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got it.
4th down for Keenum. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Foles. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Foles now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, He often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Tyreek getting out there, kid.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Tyreek Jackson, the QB that can go play. Not in the game.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he's going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here goes the hot. Blue 20. Pick me up. Here we go. Man down. 96, Mike 96. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Here goes the hot.
Keenum to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Down. Check 9. Topper.
Ooh.
53, 55.
To throw is Keenum. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Man, stop fucking playing, bro. Alright, bro. Stop it. I don't know nothing, bro. You shouldn't have had none of that. I don't know nothing. It's okay, though. It's okay. I like getting knocked on my ass because then it makes me hungry again. It's okay. But I'll make sure I keep that in mind. No matter what, when I'm when I'm winning, I can run the ball on fourth down and keep it out their hands. Because in the rules, it's specified. In the rules, it's specified. Hold on. In the rules, it's specified. If you were to get that first down, it would end the game. But that was not the case in our situation. You had to get another first down in order to end the game. But it's okay.
You think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately,
I didn't see that.
Enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Okay.
So for Pittsburgh,
because I know for a fact there's a rule says that in that situation you have the right to go for it as long as when you go for it, that's the last first down. But why is that rule in there if there's no fourth down rule?
And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to
But that's only a fourth quarter situation though.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
There is no fourth quarter rule. You just said in the fourth quarter there's no fourth down rule. In the fourth quarter, right?
Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it.
Oh, okay.
Put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to
yeah, send me that link again, Crypto.
I'm fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man.
No, last week was my first franchise game, but I mean, yeah, it's all my first games on Madden in general.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young,
Crypto, how you gonna post? Can you play tonight? I asked you to post the link.
This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Someone really asked me where the peanut butter is.
Oh, that's okay. I already had the link. I just forgot where you sent it to me at. Okay.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
You may go for it on fourth down if you are past your own 45 and the distance to gain is less than 5 yards. If you are trying to run out the clock and gaining a first down would seal the game. And that was the specific situation I'm talking about. What were you, yeah, so what were you saying is possible, or what? I'm confused. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what you're saying, okay. But see, it says, but that's the thing with your statement you just said about halftime. This clearly says in the sentence, would seal the game. Now I see you're generalizing it, but it says to seal the game. So it's talking about the one specific situation in the fourth quarter, but you just told me there's no fourth down rule in the fourth quarter, so then I'm confused why that statement is there, because that's what I read. Okay, yeah, I was definitely confused on that, because I remember seeing that statement, because I seen I couldn't go for it on fourth down, and I was trying to figure out in situations which you could go for it, and that was one of them that I had. Okay, alright, but yeah, I'll clarify. Oh, and there was another thing I needed to clarify, because I heard that there's sort of like a loophole through it. But, well, not necessarily a loophole, but just it wasn't a fine print. The one where it says possession, you can't run the same play in a possession. Now, does that count for the remainder of you having the ball, or until you get a first down? Because I heard it's until you get a first down. So... Right. Oh, wait. No. I'm confused. I missed that. So I you can run it back to back, just not more than twice in 4 plays. Okay, all right. Okay. Right, okay. Well, here's the scenario I was told. But basically, because I was told you can't run it back to back, but it was just in the 4th. So what I was told is if you ran the play once and got a first down, and then you could run the play again because you essentially got a first down. Two times even in the same. Okay. Right. Okay. That's helpful. Yeah, I'm just in a rock and a hard place because I really don't even want to put the time in to study all this shit. I really don't. No, not the rules. I'm talking about the game. Like, yeah. That's the bare minimum, though. That's pure basics. Oh, I really don't want to do that. Because you can't add 15% growth and then be like, oh, that's fine. You're going to keep growing. I said if I lost to you, I was tanking, so I don't know what I'm doing right now. Because I still gotta learn the shit, then go implement it, and do trial and error, then be able to learn fucking adjustments I need to make and all that shit. It's just, I don't even feel like doing all that. We'll see though, I get tired of taking ass whoopings. Damn, Miles Jack had 20 tackles? What the fuck? AJ Boye had 16, Telvin Smith had 14, 11, 10. Oh no, this is all stats. I'm tripping, my bad. Well, I'm about to say, there's no way he got 20 in a fucking